Hi, it's Jane here from craftwithjane.co.uk, and today I'm bringing you my triangle fold flat gift box. The inspiration for this box is actually from a chocolate bomb box that I got this year. So I'll open it up for you because I did deconstruct it. It's a one that actually can fold flat like this, which is where I got the idea from, and thought that if I made this gift box to fold flat, it'd be really handy because I could make a whole batch of them up and store them very easily. You know, I could make 10 of these up and store them in hardly any space. And then as I came to use them, I could use a different sentiment for what I needed, and I could you know, put a thank you one, a congratulations one, I could do a happy birthday one. So I completely opened it up and worked out my measurements based on one sheet of either A4 or American letter cardstock. So this is where I got my inspiration from, and this is actually where I get a lot of my inspiration from, is when I get packets that I really like or bags that I like, and then I try to replicate them myself. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video, and without much further ado, let's get on. I'm just going to get my scoreboard in. So this is my cardstock that I'm going to use. It's soft succulent, and the DSP, I'm going to keep to the same DSP. I'm going to use the hand penned, but obviously that changes up the theme of what you're making. So if you wanted a more masculine pattern, you could, or Christmas or Halloween, anything like that. So you could change it simply by adding different designer series paper. So the measurements are going to be, for this one, which is Imperial, is going to be 10.5 inches by 8.25 inches. And on the long side, the 10.5 inches, I'm going to score it at 2.5. Oops, sorry. 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. So I just go with my 7.5 and my 10. There we go. Being a bit vigorous with my scoring today, I have to be a bit gentler. Okay, and then on the short side, which is the 8.25, I'm going to do it at 1/2. And I'm going to do it at 3. I feel like this should be, yeah, that's correct, 3. And then I'm going to do it at 7. And this is going to be the lid. Okay. So I will remove my scoreboard. Okay, so I'm just going to get my paper snips out, and I'm going to do some trimming before I score, because there is some additional scoring I need to do, which creates these these angles here to create this lovely neat fold. But I'll do my cutting beforehand. So this is going to be the side, so I'm just going to cut this off, and I'm going to cut up here. Lovely. I'm going to cut this piece away just here. So that's the first one that comes away. I'm now going to cut up these. And this one just here. So if you look at my original box, so this one here is going to be a side, this one here is going to be the bottom with the flap, and this one here is going to be a side. So I'm going to trim a little bit off here, and I'm going to trim this like this. Perfect. I'm just going to take a little bit of the bulk out of this side here. That's brilliant. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to trim along here. Perfect. And I'm going to trim up the side here a little bit. There we go. And just take a tiny bit of the bulk out. There we go. Just there. Brilliant. So that is there. I'm going to get out my corner rounder to round the edge of this just here, because this will be the flap, and It's nice to have a little rounded edge. So this is my trio punch, which I'm sure you've seen me use on numerous occasions, my amazing corner rounder. So that's there. So that is the bottom part of the box. And then you can see here, just for the top part, I'm just simply going to have this tab here at the top. The rest will be cut away. So I'll do it on the opposite side. I'm going to cut up here, and then I'm going to cut along here. Continue cutting along. I will lay this flat for you in a second. I'm going to be using my corner rounder again on the top of here. And I hope this is clearly in shot for you all. And I will be using my corner rounder again. I'm going to need to fold this in because it won't fit snugly otherwise. So around that one, and I'll fold that one in just here, and that one there. Okay, this is the template of what you will need for your box to look like. Now, we know these are the side panels here, and we know this is the top, so I need to find the center point along here, and I need to score both of these in a triangle. So at the 1 1/4 point, I know that this is the center. So this is 2 1/2. So at the 1 1/4 point, which is just here, I know that that is the center of this one here. So I'm going to mark the top. Then I will go from that center point to the edge point just here to create my first score. There you go. You can see just there, lovely score, perfect. Now I'm going to repeat that just on this side here. So I'm going to go to the edge point, center point here, the edge point here, and there we go. So, and I will fold that one. So you will be able to see that it will be able to create that lovely fold. So I'm going to do the same on this one. So I'm going to go to 1 1.25 inches, which is just here. And I'm just gently going to mark, because it's double folded, so I'm going to be really careful. Just gently mark the edge of that one, just there. And it wouldn't have had any impact on the other side. And then I'm going to, I need to fold that one actually to start with. So I'm going to go to there, the center point, and this edge point just here in the corner. And I'm going to score. I'm going to fold this one out of the way again, and I'm going to do the same here. So I'm going to do the center point and this edge point just here, and I'm going to score. Lovely, perfect. So I get my bone folder out, and I'm going to burnish these. So I'll do this one here, and then I'll do this one just here. Do the same here. I'll fold this one over. Lovely. And I'm going to fold this one over and burnish. And then I'm going to burnish all of my other lines, because I haven't burnished those yet. So burnish that one. Burnish that one. Just here. Just there. And also the lid. Just there. This, sorry, that's the base. This is the lid. Just there. That one's done. And that one's done. So there we go. So that's all of the score lines in and everything burnished. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus now to secure the edge of the box. Now you could definitely do this with your tear and tape, or you can use your glue to do this. So, but I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay, so I am going to fold at this center point here. I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to gently press down. just here. Use my bone folder to press that in. Brilliant. And now I'm going to gently fold my box. Now the inside of this hasn't been scored, so I do need to be careful to keep my finger inside as I'm folding. There you go. So that it does create, it folds with the box. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'll put my base in just to show you. Lovely, nice tight fit. And we'll fold that over. So we now have our triangle box shape. That's lovely. I'm going to unfold it all so that I can put my DSP on next. Okay, so I've got my DSP, which is for the front and the back of the box and also for the flap for the lid. And the measurements are 2 3/8 by 3 3/4, and I've got 2 of those. And for the flap of the lid, I have 2 3/8 by 1 1/8. And so you just need to be aware of what direction these are going to be in. So I'm going to make sure they're in the correct direction. So I'm going to put this one on the front and this one on the back. So this is the back of the box. I know this is the base, so I'm going to get some of my multi-purpose liquid glue, pop a little bit on just here, just at the sides, and then a little bit through the middle. Very important that the sides are stuck because I don't want them you know, coming up at all. And there's a nice border here, and just give that a second to pick up. Lovely, and just double check. Yep, that looks lovely. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to repeat the process on here. So I actually picked them the wrong way around. This is going to be the back. There we go. So apologies if you can hear my little dog in the background. She can hear me talking to you and wants to be part of the action. So apologies. There we go. So that looks like it's pretty equal. Just turn it up to just double check. Possibly could slip a little bit to that side. There we go. That looks lovely. So that's nice there. Just press that down. Just check the front. Yep, lovely. Okay, so now I need to do this panel here. So I need to be careful because I want it to sit the correct way. So it needs to sit like that. It needs to sit, so almost, it needs to be upside down to the paper you've put on the back. I'm going to round the 2 edges. So I'm going to use my trio punch. And let's make sure that I corner round the correct edges, which I believe I have, and I'm going to attach. There we go. So let's see how this looks just here. Perfect. Press down. Lovely. Get my bone folder out, I think. Just, there we go. Do the same on here. So I'm going to build up the base of the box now. Lovely snug fit, perfect to hold the treats. And I'm going to use, you can use magnets, but I'm going to use some Velcro dots that I've picked up from an internet company. So they've got a base and a top. So I'm going to take the fluffy one off. I'm going to stick it to the Velcro one. And then I'm going to pop this roughly in the centre, just here. So there we go. And then I'm going to bring the box together very carefully, put the lid where I would want it, press down, and then I'm gently going to ease them apart, and I will fix them separate. Make sure they're nice and fixed. So perfect, lovely, happy with that. That is the box, guys. Super. So now for my decoration. So I am decided to use the hand-penned stamp set that matches the DSP, and I'm going to use the thanks because I really quite like this lovely squirrely script. And then I'm going to use the die cut shape from this die here, which is the Pretty Pillow Box dies, and I do love this shape just here, and I use this quite a lot. And I'm going to team that up with a strip, a banner from the Quiet Meadow, this one just here, because I felt they really complemented each other. So there it is, there's the thanks, there's the two banners, and I've used some of the lovely Stampin' Up Soft Succulent, and this is the open weave ribbon, so I'll just show you it there. It's beautiful ribbon, so I've used a little bit of that there, you can just see subtly behind. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals. I think I use these nearly every project. Just pop some of those on the back there, probably put about 4 on, just there. Take the backs off. You could actually do this when it was laying flat if you wanted to, so I don't mind doing that, just to make sure we get it nice and level, like that. You could do that. I can see the lid of the box is going to where it's going to be approximately. This is slightly going to overhang the box, but I quite like the look of that. I might do it a bit lower because of the box lid. There we go. That's perfect. Build my box back up. Sorry if I'm off screen a little bit, I'm just using my, there you go, so that's there, and I think I could do with a few little gems would be quite nice there, wouldn't they? So let me find my favourite 2021 to 2023 in colour jewels, and I'm going to use the soft succulent jewels here. So I'm going to use one from here, which I'll probably put down here, a little one off to the side. There we go, a little one off to the side just there, maybe one over here as well. So use a larger one, maybe up here, more centered, very similar to the way I've just done it, I think. So I'll just make this one back up to show you. I can show you both boxes. So you have the two, this one's the Imperial, sorry, this one's the Metric and this one's the Imperial. So it's two slightly different versions. This one's more box shaped, this one's slightly more rectangularly shaped. They're both triangular boxes, and they both fold flat. So I do hope that you have enjoyed my project today. Thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. If you could like, comment, I do answer all comments, and subscribe please, as I'm on my way trying to get my subscriptions up, so that I am encouraged to make more content for you. At the moment I'm trying to put out 2 videos a week and have been managing that for the last couple of months. So, and it is really encouraging. As I see the subscription count go up, it does definitely motivate me to make more videos. If you're interested in any of the products that I've used today, I will put the links below my video, and please press the link for my blog, which will show you the measurements in both Metric and Imperial. And I am going to say bye for now, guys, I think. So bye everyone, and happy crafting.